I'm going to pre-warn you that Neptunes Lagoon is raw. He may say some things that you may feel is rabid racist.
A lot of people don't know that the Egyptians called the river Nile the R, and therefore they're Aryans, or Aryans, whichever way you want to look at it. Orions, so it's where the connection comes from, and they've made everything connect to it, and Orion the hunter, and then you see them in that symbolism and in that pose whenever they're smiting somebody, and whenever they do, they're standing in that pose of Orion. So you get Orion, Aryan. You later find people called the Hurrians. We'll get to that in another video. But one of the earliest culture there is known as the Bad-Aryans. Well, Bad means city in German. Germans have a lot to do with the research going here. So you find Bad-Aryans, and that's city-dwelling Aryans. You find before that they were living off that valley area there, and then they would have just been called Aryans. So it's another case where you'll see that name show up in ancient times, all attached just to the Proto-Indo-Europeans that ran all across Europe, through Asia, all the way into the edge of China, down to India, and back across, and through the Middle East at one time. A people that are not quite what you see in most of those areas today, but there are still some remnants of such.
At your guess, respectfully, it appeared to me that he was doing the very thing that we claim Afrocentrics do, which is claim everything is black, black, this is black, that's black, black people were here, black people were everywhere. He was well, I could tell he was well read, he's well studied in what he's talking about, but you can make an argument that he's doing the same thing that Afrocentrics do. He's doing a Eurocentric thing, which, by the way, Chief X, when we went to school, the stuff that he was talking about, that's what they taught us in school, that everything in the world was created by white people, by Europeans. So I'm not trying to be a tit for tat here, but some of what he was saying has the same sort of perspective that you would call Afrocentrics.